So my parents, they have olive grove. They had an olive grove from my grandparents, and I remember when I was child how hard it was to make the harvest, because the olive harvest it's in the winter. We start let's say November, can be till January, sometimes February. So in cold, in rain, in bad conditions, as child I had to go far away from the village, about 10 kilometers. We didn't have cars 50 years ago, let's say, by donkey, by feet, and early in the morning we had to stand up to make the harvest. So it was such a hard work. It gives me not so much pleasure to do this because it was so hard as child. Also, many other children in my age, they didn't want it to continue this work like our parents did. They used to go maybe in big towns to find a better job. This is the reason that now you see many olive lands here that they are not in a good condition. They don't have really good care. Now we have a big economical crisis here in Greece, and no jobs anymore in big towns. Young people, they study and after that they cannot find something to do. So the only illusion now that we have is to return back to our lands. Because of that, 2-3 years ago, me and some friends of me, we had the idea to make a cooperation, to work together to promote our good quality of olive oil that this olive grove makes. We realized that to do this alone by one, it's not so easy, so we had to be together. And anyway, it was something new that we start, because for me, for example, I did something else before to be again full work in the olive groves. I like buildings, and I was a builder. And now in the summer I have a restaurant. Let's say that 10, maybe some years ago, I realized how good it's to work in the nature. Slowly, those bad memories that I had from my childhood, you know, cold, rain in the fields and hard work, this has changed, and I found how much beauty is the nature. I realized slowly what our grandfathers, how much they care for this place. For example, here, this work, it's a perfect work. I'm so impressed, and also to take care a tree, to cut the branches, to make it in a good form, to see it how to growing and to make olives. This makes me really gives me good energy, and I like so much this that I do.
Let's say the last 15 years, the European government community with the Greek government, they decide all together to give the money from the European community not to how many kilos of product you have, but how many hectares. So the farmer know from beginning until the end how much money he will take. So why he work, why to cut, why to cultivate, to clean. And that's why you see in a few places in our olive grove, the problem that the trees are very old. Okay, we like these trees. We're never going to destroy it because this is a sculpture of natural, you know. It's, but okay, few of them that they have problem. If you recycle them again, they will be here. I will die, but still they will be here. So they will grow, and other generations will find this tree that I'm leaving in this age. This olive tree, June.
Όχι, δεν είναι αμπόλια, είναι ήμερα, είναι φτιχτές.
This is another way of cultivating. We saw the wild and the kolovi. This tree, also this tree, also this tree. Some yes, some no. I will show you another one that is not. It's a branch that they cut it. They put it on the ground for a few 1 year and more. Then makes their own roots, and then they come after before. This is around I don't know 80, 100 years old. This tree, and they come and they plant it.
Sparing, eh? Sparing. Okay.
Oh no. They grow. It's a branch. When I cut it. They say there is one the Greek philosophy, the ancient Greek, not the European. He used to say that everything is bitter in the mouth. It's very good for, it's sweet for the heart. My sister-in-law, and this is a lady. She's a relative. We baptized her grandson, and we married her son also. Now what they are doing, they are taking from inside. Usually, we are taking the bad ones, the broken ones only. But now this period, we are taking also the black ones inside, because we are doing the fresh. You taste up the fresh olives, and the fresh olives to be nice and tasty needs to be only green. Wash. Bath. This bath is a little bit different bath from the usual bath. Here it starts the difference between what we are doing and what the big industries are doing. They're putting the olives here, they wash them a little bit, and then what they are doing, they are putting a kind of a soda, and they are removing this bitter taste
通常大工厂用苏打水去把
in 16 hours.
籽涩味冲刷掉，他们会直接做16个小时。
What we are doing, we are putting inside to the water. We are changing the water around to 17, 19 days. And then it's ready with no bitter taste. And then it starts the other process that you're going to see inside. We'll stay at least to stabilize. I'm going to understand to see how many olives they are floating. Then I can understand if it's ready or not, and it has to stay more. Then I put salt around to 6%, and it starts the lactic fermentation. The lactic fermentation, is a fermentation that the same like yogurt, like cheese, vinegar thing. What is doing the bacillus of the lactic bacillus eating the sugar that is very little in the olive sugar, eating the sugar and change it to lactic acid. So when I want to help to start the fermentation, I see that it's not starting because I said it's very little sugar inside of the olives. I'm not putting sugar, no. I'm taking cop, I cut it, big leaves, then I put it inside the basket with salt. Salt, crop, leaves of a crop, salt, and then after 14 days it starts giving a juice. This juice is lactic acid. And I'm giving it drops inside here, so I help them to start. Come to see something now. Thank you. It's very important because we are talking for fermentation, is to be clean and with a lot of love, because it's alive. It's not something dead. So. If we
我们可以卖给爱狗人士。总喝油很可爱。对，毛发吃光了，那大家会吓死。我还吃面包。
刚好有车子倒出来。
Così! Ah! Yeah. Yeah.
Gala, Galu! Gala!
Here on the island of Molivos, we have been receiving visitors transiting through Greece to Europe for years and years. In the last year, however, with different problems happening in the world, the numbers of people have really started to increase. When people arrive on the shores here, they are often confused, wet, tired. They will be hungry after sitting in the jungle in Turkey for days, and also often fearful because they've not experienced kindness on their journey and they've been escaping war. And all of us here, without any support from government or without any financial donations by NGOs, are just working together to do the best we can for each individual person. So what that currently looks like is helping people not to walk 75 kilometres to Mytilene up and down hills with their children. It looks like being able to offer food and water and a safe place to rest. It's about giving people information and helping them understand what's going to happen on this part of the journey. One role that we take is when the Coast Guard make a rescue on the sea, we support those people who've been in the sea. Unfortunately, not everybody makes that journey. The boats are very dangerous, they're very overcrowded. In the last few weeks we saw a change in the ships. People are using old fishing boats and they can fit up to 300 people in them. The women and children go in the bottom, so they are less at risk of falling off the top. But those boats get into danger, and when they crash onto the rocks, the women and children are stuck in the water and it sinks very quickly, so it's very, very hard to rescue. Also, those boats tip on the sea, and the Coast Guards can only fit maybe 70 or 80 people on their boat, so they have to go and get some people out of the sea, come back, go and get others, come back. We've got separated families, people who've lost family members. Last week we had horrible scenes here where we got a call from the Coast Guard and they said there's been a really bad incident, please prepare. And we laid out 10 mini stretchers in front of the holiday restaurants over here. 10 unconscious babies came off the boat and everybody worked to try and revive the babies. It was the most ugly scene I've ever seen in my life and one I never want to see again. We didn't have time to dwell on that because the next 10 babies came and then the next ones came and their families came. Lots of people were separated and I think we lost 51 people in that incident just last Wednesday. But lots of people were saved by the volunteers here being here, medical volunteers, volunteers who've done a first aid course, people who were just willing to take instruction, and lots of lives were saved. It was amazing. The local people all opened up their spaces. All of the volunteers from all over the world came down and helped, and many people were supported, but it was a tragic day. So I guess a lot of what we do isn't glamorous. It's a lot of cleaning up, it's a lot of keeping the place tidy, making food. We have a big house where we just make food all day, every day. A lot of it is about providing dry clothes and emergency support for people who've been freezing in the water. And it's a lot about just pulling together to try and give the best support we can. A lot of the people who come here, their real need is to move on, for information and to understand what's happening to them and to move forward quickly. So we run a bus stop here, and one of the brilliant successes, I think, is we have no authorities there and we don't have big fences. And we have a lot of people who really urgently want to move forward in their journey. And because we're able to run a fair system and work respectfully with people, it feels always safe and always calm. And that's something that we're really proud of here on the island.